Imagine finding yourself in mountains as old as the dinosaurs. And your boyfriend is climbing a giant granite rock because someone you just met asked him to do so. How did that happen?
Which way should I face? That way.
After a mind-blowing voyage through the oldest desert in the world, we had made it back to civilization for the first time in 5 days, reaching the city of Swakopmund at Namibia's west coast. But our reunion with people and buildings was brief. Our car window was now repaired, but we missed the desert. So we decided to head northeast and ride back to the heat and sunshine again. Except we didn't get very far.
Oh my god. Huh? How is this still so high? I don't get it.
Should we just drive back to the station?
I don't get it. I keep letting out air and it still goes up to 2.2.
Okay. Leaving the main towns and cities in Namibia often comes with a predictable change from asphalt to gravel road, and you have to prepare your vehicle for that. But even after 1 week in the desert, it was clear that we were still rookies. That was quite dangerous then, that the back tire was much lower than the front.
Yeah, let's see, maybe I made a mistake when checking this. Let me see again. Yeah, look, it's also that high.
Not only did we forget to do the required steps, we also seemed to struggle to figure it out by ourselves. We are lowering the tire pressure again because, as you can see, we've entered a gravel road again. The first part was just normal tar, but we left that behind really quickly. We spent only 1 night in Swakopmund, shorter than expected. Head back into town?
Yeah, just do that. I don't know, man. I hope this was right.
We're not really sure how this pressure gauge works, if it works. So we're gonna drive back to a gas station and let a professional do this job.
Always check pressure when the tire is cold. Yeah, that might also be a big...
Yeah. This backtracking could have cost us valuable time that should be spent on driving and getting somewhere before sundown. But lucky for us, the next destination we chose on this road trip was just a couple of hours away. And spirits were high. Alright, tires are fixed in town. We're back on the same stretch of road where we started, on our way inland again. We found a really interesting snack at the local gas station. Long chips.
Oh, chips.
Chips. Which begs the question, are they really as long as this package indicates? Well, we're here to find out for you. Look at this. This is the longest chips I've ever seen.
It's different. It tastes good.
Oh, it's like a long Pringles, kind of.
It's better than a Pringle.
Who came up with this? Who was like, you know what? Chips are just not long enough.
Also, the way we did the pressure was right. I think I was just worried about doing it wrong. But
Now we know.
exactly.
We continued our course through what looked like arid savanna, until this flat landscape became occasionally interrupted by strange piles of rocks. Clearly, we were getting close to Namibia's Inselberg, or island mountain region, where granite suddenly rises from otherwise flat plains. And we were going to spend the night at the most dramatic mountain of all. Look at this mountain! Does it say there on the sign? Begging not allowed. Please report any forms of begging. Okay. After passing through multiple gates and paying the entrance fee, we had made it to the Spitzkoppe, German for pointy hill. Rising from Namibia's empty plains like a stone cathedral, Spitzkoppe is a 120 million year old granite giant. And tonight, we were going to find out just how steep these mountains are. But right now, we were still driving around in the area to secure an available sleeping spot for the night, because they have an interesting camping policy here.
I feel like every time we go somewhere it looks better.
Oh, now you say that.
What do you mean?
Because you were a bit grumpy.
I was a bit grumpy because I want to get to see some animals. Yeah, this is a pretty stunning and quiet place, especially.
So where are we?
We are in Spitzkoppe or Spitzkoppe.
Spitzkoppe, I think it's
Pointy head.
pronounced.
You arrive here and they're like, well, if you want to stay a night, you pay the day visitor pass and just drive around, and then you just find a parking spot that is unoccupied and put down some chairs.
And
That's your
then
spot.
you can camp there.
Yeah.
So we found this one.
Really nice.
Wow.
We met some guy who offered us to stay with him, which was really nice. Kind of wanted a spot to ourselves, but maybe we'll still see him later if he wants to.
Yeah. So where are we off to now?
First ancient paintings and then Arch for Sunset maybe.
Lots to see here. We were going to need our car to get to a very special spot in the Spitzkoppe, so we left our chairs in place to reserve our spot for the night. This area is known for several ancient rock art sites that tell the stories of who lived here thousands of years ago. At the bottom of a huge sheltering rock, visitors can marvel at messages left behind by the Sun hunter-gatherers, one of the world's oldest continuous cultures.
Now, the water is dry. Always the rhino. If the rhino face this side, they must be look for the water this side.
The Sun are not just figures from the past. They are still living in southern Africa today. But the paintings on this rock show a peek into what life was like for their ancestors between 2,000 and 4,000 years ago. At that time, Spitzkoppe was an important stop for nomadic groups passing through the area. The huge granite rock formations here provide natural shelter and elevated views that help with spotting game. Archaeologists believe groups likely returned repeatedly over generations, and this site played a major role in their survival. Think of it as something like permanent Instagram stories, a communal messaging board that shows the latest status of the land.
If the rhino face this side, they must be look for the water this side. And what is this one? Zebra.
yeah.
Zebra. The legs, the back, the arms, the head. Big man, small boy, crawling for
I don't really know what to say. It was really mind-blowing to learn how hunter-gatherers expressed memories, stories, and rituals to one another through symbolism and art, without having a written language.
So that one is when you are not good, you are sick. You say that the second, the last one you say
And witnessing that makes Spitzkoppe a truly special place to spend a night. But as the sun was slowly setting on us, it looked like this evening was about to get a whole lot crazier. Remember when Ali said we met a guy who offered to share his camping spot with us? We ended up taking our own pitch, but Ali did say yes to another rather wild offer of this stranger.
Wow. Pretty sick here. There's a fall.
His name is Paul, and he's a landscape photographer. And while he was climbing towards a high point on the left, we were asked to make our way to the top of a steep rock on the right.
go down.
The camera just does not do justice to how steep this ascent was. I was too spooked to continue, but Ali carried on.
I can Photoshop you.
Yeah, true. Did I say?
Which way should I face?
That way.
Like this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Your leg a little bit closer. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. And lean a little bit.
Again?
Lean a little bit.
To the side?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, nice, nice.
Nice was definitely the understatement of the year, because these results speak for themselves. It was so cool to randomly meet a photographer who needed a model for his shot and ending up having an adventure together. You can follow Paul's work on Instagram. He is an amazing landscape photographer. And we were going to thank him by inviting him to dinner, Namibia style. But first, Ali still had to make it down from this terrifyingly large rock.
Please go down.
This
Very
doesn't
good.
Look as cool as the photos.
Look, here's the steep part.
This was the steep part.
Yeah, or like a bit steep.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I won't stand here. The middle part was totally fine. And, so,
That's steep.
imagine I went all the way down unharmed and then I injure myself on this climb. You know what? It's fine. I'll just go the normal way.
All right. I was happy when he was on the ground again.
Most of the time that I know
I will Photoshop you
up there now.
on now. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I click run up there quickly?
No. Take it quick. Super easy.
First, grab your firewood. Oopsie. This was really fun. I think by the time we are working on this video, we hopefully have received some of those photos. We just made a new friend. I don't know. His name is Paul, and he's a pretty cool guy. First invited us to stay with him, but we wanted to just see and if we have like just a cozy spot to ourselves, but still wanted to meet him. And I'm really happy we did, because it was really fun, and we just took some photos together. Yeah, he's gonna come by for a beer chip in a bit. Alright. Was I too cocky? Do you think this will work? I don't know. Oh my god, this is like some serious alcohol on there. You would think in a place this dry they wouldn't let you just do this. But apparently they do. How does it look? You know what, I'll throw some coals in there maybe. This is already beautiful. Just hope this stays. Primitive technologies. Come on, give me this. I need a win.
You cannot go camping through Namibia without making a fire and cooking food on it. It's part of a very long tradition in this region of the world, and frankly, in the history of our species.
This is the famous Namibian braai, or I mean, it's an Afrikaans word, but how does this work? Do you squeeze things in between?
Yeah, you could.
I think it's easier to have it like open, like a barbecue.
Yeah, you can do it like that too, sure. Like this maybe. I mean, it's not like the flame is suffocating, you know? There is smoke coming. There wasn't smoke before, so I think that means that the fire has started. I'm actually pretty proud if that started, but I don't... Do we have any other utensils, like some tweezers or something to move the fire?
I don't know.
Just imagine how tens of thousands of years ago, the San people could have been making their fire in this very spot. Living in these kinds of areas for thousands of years, the San were very skilled at making and controlling fire, as it was an essential element to their survival, providing protection, warmth, social connection, and food. Unlike us tonight, I don't think they would have made grilled eggplant and tofu burgers though. For us, it was the first fire of many on this trip. And even now, many months after Namibia, I still long for making those fires again. What do you mean?
Side light.
That is better light. Thank you.
Do we look stupid now?
Nice.
You see the cave paintings already?
Yeah.
Which one, the small one or the big one?
I don't know.
The one where you just walked like...
No, I climbed some chains.
Oh wow. Honestly, there's so many campsites up there.
Yeah, but I don't know if all campsites have these services. This was the coldest night so far, 9 degrees. So I slept in these clothes, which I also wore yesterday night.
While we were
One.
grilling.
Yeah, while we were grilling, so all my warm clothes smell like smoke now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers.
Really?
Yeah, and then we have one blanket in the car and one extra duvet, which was very necessary tonight.
And the silk liner.
And the silk liner.
Oh my god.
And I was like completely tucked in, like only this part of my face.
Didn't know I was
Was
next to a
sticking out.
cocoon.
Yeah,
I
but
wore
I
these
felt
two.
it. What?
I wore these two layers.
And you weren't cold at all?
No, I mean my neck was getting cold. Like
Right,
one
like-
side was getting like pretty cold.
Yeah, whatever was sticking out, you felt like.
And this event, I played music until like almost 4 a.m. like pretty loud. And then 3 a.m. for some reason. I don't know if like the DJ slipped, but you heard like, call me on my cell phone. Like so loud. Like I mean I heard it in there and the bass was really loud.
Yeah, I think there was a wedding, which really, it kind of ruined the experience of being here, because before we went to sleep, I realized, wow, this might be the quietest place we've been at. And then whoop, the music went on. So we're gonna make breakfast soon. We have a pretty big drive ahead of us today to what I think is a very special place. But before we do that, there is still one really cool rock formation just around the corner that we want to check out because it looks stunning.
You wanna take a photo of me in that rock? Looking like I'm like getting smashed. No?
We want to, but like, what if there's snakes? Ooh. was easier than expected to get here. Oh, wow. It looks like a giant eye, to be honest. Stunning. How did this form? I'm coming. Happy I have some grip with the Berkeys. Holy moly. As has become customary on this Namibia trip, we are planning our trip today on the morning off. It's been very spontaneous, everything. I mean, some things were booked, some things that I knew would otherwise book out, like the Sossusvlei area and some campsites in Etosha, where we will go next week. But other than that, there's plenty of camping around.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always good to know how far is this drive roundabout. Is it like 2 hours or more like 6 hours? Because you do want to arrive before sunset.
Yeah, you don't want to drive at night.
No, because you can't see the road well, and there are a lot more animals on the road, so you have a higher risk of collisions.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not always also like a tar road, so gravel roads can have like unexpected bumps and stuff. And
Yeah,
can throw you off a bit.
exactly. So that is kind of the daily target.
Yeah.
Breakfast?
Breakfast, I'm really hungry.
Let's go.
We left Spitzkoppe with some of the best memories of our trip, and doing so marked a pretty big transition in our journey. Because just a couple of hours away from us, things were going to get much wilder.
We have officially entered Elephant Land.
Hi everyone, Ali and I share what it's really like to live a nomadic life. And we always try to make high quality stories that go beyond the tourist highlights. We really love to actually bring you along on our adventures so that it's almost like you're there. And if that kind of content is your thing, then consider subscribing to come along with us, and consider watching the previous 4 episodes of this Namibia series. They are pretty cool as well. The next video that's coming up is pretty special to us because we are going to get literally eye to eye with some of the most unique elephants in the world, and we get to find out how the people who live alongside them are the reason why they're still there. Hope to see you then, and thank you for watching. Oh, she bit me.